Hello, YouTube. Message in about here with another video. Now, don't worry, I'm still alive. Still making videos, and I've been busy in IRL, in other words, in real life. And the past couple of videos, I do rewatch my YouTube channel just to make sure what I posted and what I say. The past couple of videos that I recently posted, it was about that movie of the girl with the dragon tattoo, and of course, the sequel, The Girl Who Played with Fire. That movie, well, both of them actually, they showcase very vulgar, very graphic scenery for to provoke emotional reaction to the audience for a good reason. And in my opinion, it's one of those rare cases, one of those rare movie where it done correctly. But I feel like after the girl who played with fire, the after that movie, the rest of the sequel kind of fall off short and became a little bit boring. But that's just my opinion, and it became more like filter. Again, just my opinion. The peak version of it is definitely the girl with the dragon tattoo. That is definitely peak. For some reason, this is something I've noticed when it comes to movies, video games, etc., etc. The first tends to be like very good in terms of beginning story arc. Second movie usually and tends to, again, this is just my opinion, tends to be the best ever. And the third acts like a filter just to, end something. Um, and that's why the third sometimes come off a little disappointing and not that great as the second one. The second one that always acts like the climax, and the first one very solid, and it gets you hooked up to the series. But again, just my opinion. This is something I always notice when it comes to movies and video games, especially when it's a trilogy. But anyway, what I want to discuss in this YouTube channel is my reasoning for the podcast, my reasoning to make YouTube videos. The main reason why I make YouTube videos, guys, is basically it's like a self therapy, kind of like hitting the gym, but for my mind, basically. And what I want to do in this YouTube channel is basically share what I've been through, share my wisdom, share my faults, my weakness, um, basically share some of the stuff that I've been through, like a memoir, basically, but without 100% revealing who I am, because there are some things that are a little bit too personal, like revealing my true name, revealing what I do for a living, etc., etc. That obviously should stay a secret, and I encourage that for anyone who wants to make their own YouTube videos because it's a crazy world out there. If you guys seen my past couple of YouTube videos, I'm not sure if I do have a regular audience, but if you guys do seen my past couple of YouTube videos, I've been stating over and over again that it is kind of dangerous to put yourself out there in the internet because of the crazy world that we live in. No joke, I literally had a buddy of mine who likes to stream, who likes to make YouTube videos, and he received death threats over a video game. No joke. He was expressing his opinion of a video game and he received death threats just for that. To me, that's insane. And think about what happened if you were to express your political views. Keep in mind the age that we're living in. Charlie Kirk, he wasn't advocating for violence, he wasn't advocating for any hate. If you guys pay attention to what he says, he's only advocating your right to, express yourself politically and your right to disagree with someone without violence, without shutting them down. Because that's what a democracy is. Think about it, guys. No, like seriously, think about it. If we were to live in a democracy, you should allow some people with opposing views in order to, you know, understand each other and move forward and how to, make proper decision making. We all have our different views, we all have our different outlook and way of life. And that is perfectly fine because we're all humans. We're not the same. We're not the robots. And that's what Charlie Kirk was advocating. But people mistook his conservative ideas for racism, for bigotry, and for, stupid Nazis ideology, which is not true. Absolutely not true. And that's why, sadly, people do not pay attention what they're, watching, listening. They don't like pay attention. I would go far as say people don't even read. Matter of fact, I've been watching YouTube videos about teachers quitting school because their kids are not they can't read. And that is scary. That is scary that the kids they're gonna grow up to become adults. They're gonna grow up, getting involved with politics, getting involved with our society decision making, and they cannot read. That is absolutely scary. So yeah, this is why I make YouTube videos, guys, just to express myself. And that being said, the reason why I talk about relationships so much in this YouTube channel is because, again, if you guys have seen my YouTube videos over and over again, you guys will know that relationship, and I've been making this statement very clearly, relationship itself, it will impact you individually more than you realize because you're investing your life with someone. So, me as a man, if I were to get into a relationship with a woman, that woman is gonna basically gain all the investment that I input to her emotionally, physically, financially, and in some cases, status. Because, let's be real, it does affect your status. And depending what she does on her end, she could either help me or break me down. And sadly, the world that we're living in, a lot of women they tend to break the man down, and because of the newer generation, they're growing up seeing that. Why you think dating these days is terrible? It's because a lot of guys are growing up seeing how the past previous generation they're getting screwed over by a woman that doesn't respect their man. And of course, vice versa. Let's be honest here. There is bad apples everywhere. So yeah, there's some bad man who abuse women. Yes, that is true. But the society that we live in, especially in Western society, for some reason, it's enabling women on a large scale, a very large scale. That's scary, actually. That basically takes advantage of men like a vampire and getting away with it. Getting away, no repercussion, no justice, no nothing. And then the next generation, when they see that as they're growing up, they don't want to, take part of that. Why do you think we have this whole MGTOW, this whole red pill, black pill, etc., etc.? And the saddest part is that some of the women that sees this, they like to make the how you say the pointing fingers. Oh, he's misogynist. He's a woman hater. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. You're in, you're encouraging. You're adding more fuel to the fire. It's not gonna solve anything. In matter of fact, those type of men that are growing up and seeing all that stuff, they will notice it and predictably, predict that they will get fingers pointed at them for being a misogynist. They predicted it because they know how women behave like. The only real women that, respect these type of men are women who pay attention and actually cares about this sort of stuff. And yes, just like there's bad apples out there, there's also very good apples out there. So there are good women who genuinely understand this, but at the same time, they respect themselves and, of course, respect others. There's a huge difference. But yeah, that's why I talk so much about relationship in this YouTube channel, because again, relationship really do impact you on a personal level. It's gonna make you or break you. It's gonna make you end up being homeless, poor, or it's gonna make you end up being a millionaire with good health, all because you have a woman at your side that really encourage you, really, inspire you to do better. Or, again, I had to go back and forth about this. Or you have a woman at your side that destroyed your life, took half of your wealth, your income, your house, etc. So it could go both ways, guys. It could go both ways. And as a man, it's your job to basically filter out, okay, which women are bad and which women are good, which women I want to stick around, and which woman I should absolutely avoid, etc., etc. So yeah, relationship is more serious than you guys think. And once again, I'm sorry to bring up this movie, but that's why I kind of bring up that movie, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, because the director, he understood how females they get themselves into because of this sort of stuff. So I kind of find that interesting that the director or the creator of the franchise of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, he did his homework, he did his research, he studied a little woman psychology, and that's why that movie was a very good movie because, like I said before, guys, it's art. Art is a reflection of our reality. So this movie was pretty good, minus the egregious scenes. But anyway, guys, yeah, this video is basically me telling you guys why I make podcasts. It's because I kind of want this YouTube channel to be my memoir, my little diary, and hopefully you guys, the viewers, get a little wisdom out of it. Well, guys, I'm gonna end it here because I feel like I ranted enough. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Message in a bottle. Over and out.